What up, homies? It's me here on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm moving up the chain here, but we want to move it up like really fast up the chain. You know what I mean? Like some Americans, a lot of Americans watch the show. A lot of Americans love the show, right? You love me, so do your part, America. You guys are 10 times bigger than Canada. Let's see what you can do. We got jolly old England, Europe. We got Brazil, France, Italy, Germany, Iceland. Y'all watch the show. We got India, big time fans of the show. China, huge fans. My third season of the show, second and third season, China was up there. They were in like second or third for watch. Maybe fourth, I can't remember, but I always showed you guys what was going on. India, China, America, Canada, England, Mexico. You guys were the top 5 or 6 always. Sometimes Italy moves up the ladder, which I find interesting. But we did do a lot of streams on Vatican City and stuff like that, so it makes sense. And the ICC and things like that. So we're gonna pull up the Dungeons and Dragons book. But sometimes when I do a D&D map, I like to just talk about it first. We'll say there's 2 fighters, 2 wizards, and 2 clerics, 2 healers. You know what I mean? So 2, 2, and 2. We'll play 6 player. I might have to play a couple of the characters and I will kick people if you don't know how to play D&D and you just can't imagine. That's so sad if you can't even imagine. I really don't know how to play D&D, but the DM, I'm a wicked DM, is gonna be like, yo, you're this person, you know? Your goal is to find this, that, and the other. And then if you stray so much from that it's just pointless, you gone. We'll have a dragon fly over and we'll have you roll 1 dice, and if it's not a 20, he eats you. Okay? You gone. Deleted. Next. Now we're down to 5. You know what I mean? But, that's why we should probably start with like 100, because I feel like it's gonna be, but we never get through the whole turn. You know what I mean? Unless I mass roll you guys. and maybe only when you're under attack. Or if you're wounded. If you're full power and the pack is fine, then you're part of the pack. But if you're wounded or and maybe we'll play it in Iceland. Iceland will be the thing, so there's volcanoes. So the map will be Iceland. I've never been there, so we're just gonna obviously it's make believe. Alright, so leave a comment if you want to be part of the journey here, the Dungeons and Dragons squad. And maybe we'll do it every Friday at 6 p.m. or 10 p.m. or something. Friday and maybe Saturday or Sunday at 8 or 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. type of thing. But on Fridays maybe we'll play till crack of dawn, play like a 12-hour game of D&D. So we're gonna need some books and some dice and some different things. Man, I used to have the best dice. I worked so hard for all my dice, and they're all gone. I just have no idea. I worked so hard to earn that money. I had those dice for so many years. Every month I would buy 2 more dice when I went to the store, the shop, and they're so expensive. One of my 20-sided dice was a birthday gift from one of my best friends. And I can't find that. It was like a light blue, kind of like my vest. Not a light blue, a dark blue. But it was so important to me. It was my lucky dice. My lucky die. So sad, people portraying themselves as good, but they steal property. You know what I mean? That'll put you straight in hell. Stealing someone's property is gonna put you right in hell. Oh man, what a beautiful day. I can't believe how many trolls come through this channel and just sit here and stalk and gawk. Like, there's some real losers on YouTube, man. It makes me question how many people have no lives. So I made a video about Trudeau, because he's such a loser, right? And Google and YouTube stuck up for him, you know what I mean? It says I got 571,000 views on that video, and when I go to it, YouTube counted it like that. And then when I go to it in my analytics, it says it's under 299,000 views on that video. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You know? Like, how can you shave 180,000 views off somebody? Just on a single video. You know what I mean? How is YouTube working like that? Where they, like this Jack Black and Will Smith and them, do they get shaved in 66% of their views after a video? You know what I mean? Alright guys, we're gonna go make pancakes for my wife. And I'm gonna have waffles. I took my vitamins. What up, Kai Clips? How you doing, homie? Grab camera from Lamar Jackson. Oh man, Lamar. Is Lamar Jackson from GTA? Show your face! Buddy, I'm Superman. Superman, buddy. Put a new light in the kitchen here. You got 4 friends watching? Well, that's awesome. It's good of you to be awesome. Hi, 4 friends. Say hi in the chat and I'll shout you out. Let's make pancakes, guys. It's gonna be awesome. In order to make pancakes, you're gonna need pancake mix, a bowl, some almond drink, unsweetened, cinnamon, and away she goes. If you don't have almond drink, you can use water, and it still tastes really good. It's better with almond drink, but you can hardly tell the difference. Especially if you burn both of them a little bit, you'll never know. Man, this one guy has gum cancer and throat cancer on YouTube. Yeah, like all at once. I couldn't really hear him. He mumbles a lot and he slurs his words, but holy crap. When he told me all the different problems he had, I was like, dude, I feel really bad for you, you know? He done some awful, horrible things and he's made a lot of fun of a lot of different people, but I still feel bad for him. I mean, I'm not going to miss him, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, let's have a moment of silence for fucking sled bike Betty. You know what I mean? No, not a chance. But Betty will be missed. That old chick, Sleddy Betty. She will be missed. She was the only chick on YouTube that just completely outdid herself. And I'm talking about a dude, but man, this dude is a wanker. This dude is a wanker, bud. When you know, you know. I'll see you guys next time. I'm coming back to do pancakes for the old lady. And she's really not even old. I just say that because it kind of, it's fitting, you know. I'm gonna make something for the old lady right now. You know what I mean? But she looks hella good. That's not why I married her. She's a good person, a good lady. She's a good old lady. Now, I can't guarantee how good. Because people think I'm good, and I mean, I am a good guy, but we all have secrets, right? But my secrets aren't damning or anything. They're just, my secrets are, I've probably told you a lot of them, actually. I don't really have, I'm an open book, really. I like to say what's on my mind. I don't keep it in. I can't. I'm not even one of those guys that can lie to you, really, truly. You can't tell whether I'm lying or not, you know what I mean? That's when you really got to pay attention. So the pancake mix is going to go in the bowl. I like to stick the bowl in the freezer, about 4 to 9 years. Pull it out and BAM! Hit it with some dry pancake mix. Really things up, you know what I mean? Let's see what happens here when we do that. Whew, this bowl's cold. Hasn't seen the light of day, you know what I mean? Let's get this in there. So we're using waffle mix to make pancakes. It's actually epic, right? And I'm actually gonna make crepes with this stuff. So if that makes any sense, it doesn't. You're gonna learn. So what is a crepe but a heavenly morsel sent by the gods, right? You can have a crepe with blueberry, organic jam, You can have it with strawberry organic jam. Man, you can have that with wild berry organic jam. You know what I'm saying? I have some whipped cream. I'm actually going to put on mine with maple syrup and a little bit of butter. It's epic. We're having protein shakes right now. Let's get out the ingredients, which are this, that, and the other I'll leave in there. Put this in the sink to wash this, and away she goes. We're already done all the dishes this morning. We're soaking one plate with a couple little smooches on it. I'll wash and scrub that right away. But for now, we're making breakfast. Of course, I have to go to the basement and get a frying pan. So I'll wipe down the counter when I get back. I'm gonna go get a frying pan, a spatula, and away she goes. I talked to my wife, she distracted me. Now here I am. You know what I mean? Completely oblivious. She's so hot, you guys. I got 3 oranges. I got some wooden spoons, some cutlery. I grabbed a kombucha. Forgot the frying pan. I'll be right back. Grabbed a bunch of different things. Got that in. We're gonna do frying pan is washed so nice, so fresh and so clean. The oven is wiped down with a nice clean microfiber cloth. Let's start the pancake stream, guys. You guys love golden brown pancakes? They call them silver dollar pancakes in the States, I believe. I don't know why, they're golden. I call them gold bucks. You guys want some gold bucks? You stop by the right channel if you're looking for pancakes and not money. This is the channel for you. Hello, Amar Dion. Yes, I remember you, man. You got a familiar name, buddy. Welcome to the show. I am Hash Info, leader of the Hashies. I'm actually the leader of the Hashies. I'm the hash master. I lead only myself in a straight line. What? Fastest way to get nowhere really quick. You know what I'm saying? Hi, can you go on Fortnite? Hi, can you like the video? And can you comment on my Fortnite videos that you would like to game or watch me play Fortnite? That will give the algorithm a chance to understand that you really love watching me play Fortnite. I, in return, will play Fortnite today. After I get 50 comments on my Fortnite videos, as soon as I count the 50th comment on it can't be on the same video. Like if there's 50 different people, then fine. But if it's the same person, you gotta watch 50 videos. Otherwise, just tell your friends about the channel and make it go fast, right? Say, hey, can you guys help me comment on 3 of these videos so I don't have to do so much? I'll ask other people to comment and they'll help you too. We can do this together. I know we can. Next up today in rotation is possibly Fortnite. If you guys have it in you. You know what I mean? I think you do. I think you guys got this. You can put W's in the chat. You can put fire symbols. You can put lightning bolts. Just straight W's. Anything works. I also have a huge favor to ask anybody from Canada. Right now I'm looking for viewers to watch my show and run my playlists today. So grab a playlist and get an iPad or your computer and charge it. Keep it charging. And watch my playlist to the side. Listen to them like a podcast. Put an earbud in. And run my playlist today for me. And comment. Say, hey, I'm starting your playlist now. And then comment, you know, at the end of the night, hey, I got to this video so far on the playlist of 1,100 or 11,000 videos. You know what I mean? Let's see who the first person on YouTube to watch all my videos in the first playlist I've got there, all right? We'll give you guys a special shout out to the people, even the runners up. Let's say you got halfway through it, you're still getting a shout out, but we do have to give first place to the person who, you know, if it's you, you want to make sure you get first place, right? So first place is awesome, and then everybody else finishes second. You know, as far as I'm concerned, sometimes first is the worst, second is the best, right? Because it's not always the goal scorer, it's the person who gift wrapped the puck, you know, sent the present, you know what I mean? W's in the chat. So Kendrick VR, yes I do. So you got to go, Kendrick VR, you have to go check out my videos in my playlist and comment W's on in the comment section, not on a live chat. This is live, you know what I mean? That kind of comes out like spam, you know what I'm saying, buddy? So, unfortunately for Kendrick, this comment doesn't count because he put all the W's in one spot. You know what I mean? You got to put 50 W's on 50 videos. Sometimes I even block and hide people on the channel. I don't like to, but if it seems like maybe you're young, you could be a 65-year-old man still renting a house because you're such a loser, right? Or you could be a 55-year-old complete loser that rents a house because you've been a loser your whole life. You know what I mean? So those are your choices, right? You don't have to be a child to act like a child, right? There are grown men who say they're 13, right? But they're clearly not. They're like 65 and they lay down in bed all day. You know what I mean? All day. Never shoveled rocks one time. Watching the show right now, laying down in bed. It's 4 p.m. You know what I mean? I do a sleep stream once or twice a week or whatever, maybe once every 3 weeks, but I didn't do any for about 8 weeks. I didn't have a nap. You know what I mean? I wonder how many laydowns they had over the last 8 weeks. You know what I mean? So if you are a complete loser and you like to troll people on the internet from the UK with no teeth, or maybe you're in Canada and you're completely morbidly obese, you know what I mean? Maybe you can't even run, you're so obese. Those are reasons that I see people want to be trolls, right? They hate their life, they hate themselves. I have seen my trolls. That's the difference, is I have seen my trolls and they are what I just said. I'm actually referring to certain people, right? But yeah, if you have green feet and you smell, you know, we cannot be friends. You know what I mean? If you use Tinder, you know what I'm saying? We can't be friends. Tinder is such a disgusting place. You know, when you're on Tinder, it's because you can't actually land a chick. You know what I mean? You can't actually land a chick. You're going for like the 4 chicks that can't land a dude. You know what I mean? So you think about it, it makes perfect sense. But if you've ever used Tinder, you're a loser. I didn't realize what Tinder was right away, and then when I did, I was like, what the? I'm already married. But I would never have used Tinder. It just screams STDs. Like, more than anything I've ever come across, Tinder screams STDs. Oh boy. So we're gonna do a pancake stream here for you. We're gonna talk about nothing but pancakes for a few minutes, okay? Let's see if you people can manage to talk about pancakes. This is a pancake with crepe batter, and we're just gonna move it around a little bit like this. We put a little bit of, this is going to be pretty epic crepe here. What we're gonna do is turn the pan up. We're gonna move this off. And we're gonna make 2 or 3 of these. I do need to grab plates or wash these ones. I'll just wash these ones. What are you guys thinking? Should we, I'm thinking maybe I start a